Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're taking a look at the Ernst Manufacturing Company's low-profile combo pack of wrench and screwdriver holders. This was purchased recently off Amazon to help me get my toolbox organized and my wrenches under control. And so because the drawers I put my wrenches in are about 1 3/4 deep with the about 2 inches you can go up to for clearance between that and the other drawer, I came across these and I thought these might be interesting to take a look at. And I couldn't find a good review of these, so here we are today. And so I purchased these with the screwdriver set. I'm not sure I'm going to use the screwdriver set, but it was about $1 more at the time that I purchased this to get this as a combo pack. And so I went that route. So I thought it might be useful. So this comes nice and shrink wrapped to this back plastic here. This is made in the U.S., not sure what state, but Ernst is very proud to note that they are an American company. So I'm happy to get behind that. And you'll notice if you look at these, that these are reversed, so you can have larger ones in the front and larger ones in the back if you want to be able to arrange your toolbox to be able to hold your wrenches accordingly to maximize your space. If you look on the side, you can see where these are solid, but these are the low profile ones, so these are going to take up slightly more space. So let's get out the tape measure here. Tape measure shows that front to back is about 16 inches, but bear in mind you may want to be able to spread these out at an angle or a V-shaped pattern to be able to better support your wrenches given their differing length as they taper from large to short or from large to small wrenches. So as you get this out of the shrink wrap, it's a very interesting way to package this. I should note that when Amazon shipped this to me, they used a grossly oversized box for packing purposes. I have no idea why. The box that they sent this in was about 4 feet long, I kid you not, and I thought they had accidentally sent me a set of little kids' golf clubs instead of wrench holders. I almost doubled over laughing, but it was kind of sad. I wish I would have got that on video, but I didn't. So if we look at the back here, you can see where these have a little bit of flex to them. They've got a little bit of a soft feel. So if we set those down. So now with the parts out, one of the things that you're going to want to do when you think about how to install these into your toolbox is making sure you get the right pairings. Because if you were to take, you can see this pair on the left goes together, pair on the right goes together, but if I were to try to pair this in the middle here, and you try to flip it around, it's not going to pair right. Where the tall end here for the large wrench in the back, if you flip it back the other way, it's angled the other way. It just doesn't work. And so you got to make sure you get the right pairings to be able to make that work. And let me go grab a couple wrenches, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use some large metric wrenches. I've got a 32 millimeter wrench. I'm going to lay across the back here, like that. And the next one that I have is a 30 millimeter wrench. We'll lay that in, and my wrenches are not touching. They're at an angle to each other, so I'm happy about that. You might be able to use the pattern on the wrench here to help you adjust your angle. And the next one that I've got is a 28 millimeter wrench. So you can see how those all line up there. And then the one I have here at the bottom, that's a couple sizes lower, is my 16 millimeter wrench. And so I can line this up, and my 32, and I can still pull out my 30 without disturbing my other two wrenches in between. So that's nice. Obviously it's making a little bit of a ringing sound. I didn't get it touch free, but they're not jingling. And so I'm excited about that to be able to organize my wrench, to help get some of my wrenches under control. So if you look at the size of the side of the wrench holder, you can see my 32, 30, my 28 millimeter wrench holder. If we look at the height for what's that maximum height that the wrench is relative to the surface of my workbench here, we're looking at maybe 1 5/8 on a 32 millimeter wrench head, which normally this wrench head, if we lay it out here, the maximum width there is about 2.5 inches. So going from 2.5 to 1 5/8 is definitely some space saving, where you can stack these and be able to get to your intermediate sizes. And now let's take a look at these screwdriver holders. So these screwdriver holders, if you look at these from end to end, if you lay them out one way, you'll see they line up perfectly like that. That's not exactly the intention. If you match the ends here, these are manufactured in identical pairs, but you actually want to be able to flip these around. So then if you're using these to hold screwdrivers, you can have the handle go down here as you spread this across, and then the shank of the screwdriver comes across over here. let me grab a screwdriver and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if we take a couple of these screwdrivers here, you can see I can lay the handle down just like that. And I can come back with the next one. It might take a little bit to figure out what kind of spacing you're looking at here. You can go a little bit tighter on these. Something like that. Now, depending upon the type of screwdrivers you've got and the lengths of their shank and their diameter, if you've got a number 2, a number 3, if we're talking Phillips, you got Torx, you might have a scratch owl. You could have any number of other screwdrivers that might work here, but you can see we just stagger these down and alternate going down. These are for measurement purposes from front to back. We're looking at 15, let's call it 15 3/4 inches. And so this is one way you can get your screwdrivers under control, is you can quickly find the one that you're looking for. And if you lay these out right, you might be able to come up with a way that you can read your screwdriver sizes at an easy glance. There's a P3, a P2, and of course you might have different lengths of each size screwdriver, on and on and on. These probably are not a good pick for your really long screwdrivers. I keep mine on the side of my toolbox on a magnetic holder. And I don't know if I'll actually use these screwdriver holders or not, or these will just kind of sit for me to figure out a future use for them. So I hope you found this video useful, and have a great day. Bye.